Hello, Scorpio, sunny souls, and welcome back to Sunshine Intuitive Readings. Thank you for joining. I do first and foremost have to apologize to all of you who were following me previously for lack of producing these videos for you monthly. I was enjoying them immensely, but for lack of a long-winded description, I will just share with you that the universe tried to get the better of me, but I'm back and kicking. And very excited to be sharing these videos with you again on a monthly basis. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for coming back. And I look forward to doing your 16 reading for you. I would also share that if you do want a personal reading from me, I do those. However, you do have to contact me by email. So if you do want a reading, let me know by email and we can connect and figure out a time and exactly what type of reading you want. I'm also trying to expand my presence on social media. So I have started a Facebook page. I would invite you to take a peek at that. Like, share, subscribe. Trying to get the word out and about sunshine readings. I'd also encourage you to not only watch your sun sign, but your rising and your moon sign, as sometimes there's things that will resonate in there for the month of November that don't always resonate in your sun sign. So without further ado, let's get on with your reading for Scorpion friends. And I will be trying a different reading this month. Now, I'm really impressed with how the other signs have panned out with this reading. It's extremely detailed for what I generally do for a general reading. The insights have been amazing. I've been finding so far. It's a little bit bigger, so I'll try to make sure I get them all on the screen for you. And these are 2 bonus cards. Anybody who's been watching me knows I love bonus cards. All right, Scorpio 16. So in the position of fire, you have the 4 of Pentacles. Now the 4 of Pentacles speaks to, taking stock of what you own, really making sure that everything is safe and secure, taking a second count at what you have in your piggy bank for a rainy day. The position of fire speaks to, I always call it the passion card or the action card, but it's really, your will and your ambition and what you want to see come to fruition. So I see you really taking stock this month of your finances, which is never a bad thing. Whether you're engaging outside counsel, like an accountant, but you're definitely sitting down, looking at your finances, taking stock of where your money has been going. Potentially you've been spending a little bit too much this summer, Scorpio. In the position of air, which is again representative of, that the thoughts, the mental energy that you have the 5 of Cups in reverse. The 5 of Cups in an upright position, it really is just what it shows. You've got someone who's looking at what they've lost. They're not paying attention to what they have. They're looking at what they don't have instead of being grateful for what the universe has already provided them and is already in their life. You have that in a reverse position. I think your mindset is changing this month, Scorpio, where you're starting to kind of, you're taking stock of how far you've come on a journey, how successful you've been. And sometimes we all get on that rat race wheel where we're, I got to get to the next goal. I got to get to the next goal. I got to do this by then. And we sometimes forget to pause and reflect and look at just how far we have come on our journey. I see you starting to take stock of how far you have come on your journey this month, Scorpio. Taking that time out to think. I don't see this in a negative light at all. I see you pausing, which is a good thing. Sometimes we get too caught up in that rat race. In the position of water, which represents your emotions, you have the 9 of Cups. Now, the 9 of Cups is your wish fulfillment card. It's in reverse. It's still not a negative energy when it's in reverse. It still is a wish card. And it kind of speaks to what's in your air position. Sometimes wishes come through, but in ways that we don't always directly ask for them. You know, it's back to that old saying, always look for the hidden blessing. Sometimes we see something happen and we think, oh gosh, why would this happen to us? If you give it some time to actually let the dust clear, you actually see that what happened was actually better than what you wished for originally. So I see you almost having that mindset this month, Scorpio. You know, I wanted this to happen. I was going for this. I wanted this to happen. It didn't happen. You're pausing. You're looking at what you have left. You're thinking, why didn't that go out as planned? But what you do need to see in the Earth position is you have the Six of Wands here. The Six of Wands speaks to victory, right? Look, this is you walking in on your high horse. Look at me. Look at what I did. I still feel that wow, it didn't go exactly as planned, but you still overall feel quite happy with the result. Now, again, this is a general reading, so I'm not too sure if this is personal or business at this point. It gives me a better indication as we move forward. But I see you quite happy with the outcome. It may not have happened yet, but it will be happening in the month of October, where you will see how things have played out and you will see that final destination and be quite happy. When we look at the position right here, this is the card that represents what drives you into new directions, and this is the Emperor card. The Emperor card is very right, very just, very fair, very stern, which again speaks to that conviction of moving forward with your goals. This has been the driver. I'm getting that this is a person in your life, Scorpio, a father-like figure. This has been somebody who's been guiding you towards whatever goal you've been working for. They've been either your mentor in the background. I don't get them as being, you know, right in the running, right in the race. I see them as that person kind of behind the scenes, giving you those, you know, one-liner words of advice that are so invaluable. And they're there this month. And I think they're quite happy to see the successes that your life is starting to generate. They're watching, they're happy. Based on that, you can see the Emperor is looking over. Well done, friend, well done. If you look at in this position here, this is what helps you maintain your balanced and healthy life in the core of the reading. Now, this is the Six of Pentacles in a reverse position. Six of Pentacles, you know, this is people being generous to each other, sharing the wealth, making sure that your fellow man is okay. In reverse, I'm seeing that maybe you have been so focused, Scorpio, to get to that goal, you have forgotten the people who have helped you along your way. And we all are guilty of that from time to time. Everybody can pick up the phone. Sometimes we forget. But there are always people that are around us that help us. And sometimes we forget to reach out and thank them. And I am getting this message very strong for you, Scorpio, this month. That potentially you were so driven, so focused, so on that road to achieve your destination. And I see you achieving it. Maybe this is the month that you need to actually circle back and thank all those people that helped you along your way, that helped give you that guidance and that clarity to get you as far as you have. And again, this speaks back to, okay, I need to pause and reflect. You know, what made me so strong to achieve goals? Because you've clearly achieved them, Scorpio. This is time to give thanks. This is time to circle back with those people that we sometimes forget. I'm getting that message very strong this month for you, Scorpio. In this position, this is something that potentially could leave your life for a positive outcome. Now, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. And again, I get the same message with this card. It's quite fitting that it's so closely tied in. This, in a positive position. Knight of Swords. They come in swiftly. They come in, they make a change. They take action, and they're out. In reverse, this is telling me, Scorpio, this is the month that maybe you need to reprioritize how you approach these journeys, these missions, these goals within your life. Maybe you have been that Knight of Swords, rushing in, trying to get everything done. Everything can scatter around you, but that's okay because you're still going on your mission. And we can't do that. We can do it, but we can't sustain it. Right? If we do that, we will not sustain the relationships and the integrity of what we do. And I think this is a very strong message coming out so far, Scorpio, for you this month. Now again, you may say, oh my gosh, she's like, Mom, she's giving me a lecture. I don't mean to come off that way, Scorpio. This is what the cards are telling me. And this is a learning moment. I'm getting that from this reading. This is a learning month for you to pull back and go back to the basics. Now, in the position here, which is, I love this. This is what the universe is supporting you with. And this is the Sun. This is one of the luckiest cards in the deck. Amazing. The Sun, very positive. You're on the right path. Lots of wind at your back. The universe is smiling down on you. Way to go, Scorpio. You've done extremely well. And I think, you know, given the messages that we've already seen here, the universe will shine down on you even that much more if you take stock, if you pause, if you reflect, if you make sure that you include all the people and you're grateful and thankful for all the people that have got you to where you are today. And I think the universe is saying this is what you need to do to get you to that next level. I almost see you finishing one journey and you're almost, I made it. Now where do I go? But before you plan that next journey, you've got to come back. You've got to regroup. You've got to circle back with all the people that give you that core light in your life. Now, if we look here, and this is basically, you know, and again, this reading, I cannot get over the spread, how well these spreads tie in together. This is the Ace of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups upright is, you know, new beginnings, it's love, it's happy. In reverse, again, pausing to reflect on the journey. What people helped me, what people didn't help me. Are there negative forces that I do need to maybe finally say goodbye to before I embark on that next journey? You know, you want to keep those positive influences in your life. Those people that ground you. Those people that celebrate you. This is the month that you take stock, that you regroup, you look at who has helped you get where you are today. Because you are not in a bad place, Scorpio. You think you are, you have wished for something, it may not have turned out 100% how you wanted it to or how you envisioned, but you still have a blessing. And I see you realizing that this month. I see you, something's going to happen, and you're going to say, wow. Now, this is the last card of the reading. However, it could be the first. This is the premise. This is the foundation of the entire spread. And you have the Lovers in reverse. Now, Lovers, again, because this is a general reading, this could be applicable to personal or business. In reverse. So when I had just said something has happened, the Lovers in an upright position speaks of great harmony, great partnership. You know, two people united, working together. Things are just in sync. In reverse, something has happened where you may have had a falling out with someone, which is why maybe you think that wish didn't come entirely true. But maybe that falling out with that person, this is the person that needs to go. Maybe this isn't you, Scorpio. Maybe this is someone else. You know, maybe you were working together with someone to achieve a common goal. They were doing it with their own style, which doesn't necessarily jive with your style. Maybe this is the person that needs to go this month, right? You want to keep your integrity, Scorpio, with what you do on a day-to-day basis. And that's very paramount to you. I can see that. Everything here speaks of solid integrity. This person here, who you've been partnering with, who you've been relying on, maybe they were doing things with less than ethical ways of doing things. And you see that this month. You're pausing, you're reflecting, you're saying, yeah, we have got all this, but at what expense? What did we lose? What relationships did we lose? And this is the month I see you saying, okay, you know what? Success is great, but not at any cost. So I see you this month, Scorpio, saying, I have a lot of really great things in life. I need to circle back and get back to roots, get back to the basics, get back to the foundations. What makes me me? What jives with me and the energy? Because you don't want to, you know, that old saying, you don't want to sell yourself to the devil. And I feel that you have got swept up with a person who made you feel that way. So I see this as a very positive reading, Scorpio. I don't see anything coming out extremely negative that you're going to have to overcome. I see this as reunions. You're going to be meeting up with people who you haven't talked to in a while, who mean a lot to you, which is very positive. Now, if I look at the overall 2 bonus cards, and again, this is amazing. We've got the Devil here, bondage, right? Overall energy, bondage. Have you been tied down to someone who did not have that great energy, that great vibe, right? Is that what's making you kind of slow down, pause, stop, reflect, think about what kind of life am I living? Am I surrounding myself with the right energies? Again, here, general energy of the reading, we've got the 3 of Swords. Something has happened, right? It may have been quite disappointing, but you're now starting to see it wasn't as disappointing as I thought, because, you know, if I've got people in my life that aren't doing things on an ethical basis, people that I can't trust, maybe it is for the better that they're not with me on this journey. So it could be a bit of an emotional month for you, Scorpio, if you are saying goodbye to people that maybe you thought you could trust, that you're now realizing that you can't. However, blessings in disguise. Sometimes you have to cleanse the slate of your surroundings to get to that higher goal. And the universe is saying this is the right path. You need to surround yourself with those sunny souls like you, right? So overall, Scorpio, it looks like a very interesting month. It's pretty straightforward. It looks like you really just have this one big situation that you're really trying to settle. And you're trying to get all the negativity out of your life and bring in the positivity. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Good luck this month, Scorpio. Keep your head up, keep smiling, and we'll see you next month.